Every morning, the world begins its assault. It claws for your attention, notifications, headlines, opinions, obligations. You are pulled in a dozen directions before you even rise from your bed. But understand this, the man who controls his focus controls his fate. You were not placed on this earth to chase distractions. You were placed here to build. And to build, you must see clearly, you must decide what matters, what truly matters. Because most people are not defeated by failure. They are defeated by distraction. They scatter their energy across countless priorities, wondering why their life remains unchanged. They sprint on a treadmill of meaningless tasks, confusing motion with progress. But motion without direction is the illusion of productivity. It is the silent killer of greatness. You can spend your whole life being busy and never become who you were meant to be. So I ask you, what matters most? Not to your friends, not to society, to you. Strip away the noise. What are you here to do? What burns in your soul even when no one is watching? That is your mission. That is your mountain. And that is where your focus belongs. Focus is not a gift. It is a discipline. It is forged, not found. When a man commits to one mission, truly commits, the world begins to shift. Opportunities align. The right people appear. The impossible becomes manageable. Why? Because focus concentrates your power. Like sunlight through a magnifying glass, you burn through obstacles that once seemed immovable. But scattered light, it warms nothing. It builds nothing. You don't need more time, you need more intention. Ask yourself, are you planting seeds every day that feed your future, or weeds that choke it? Every thought is a seed. Every habit is a seed. Every excuse, every delay, every moment spent reacting instead of creating, those are weeds. Uproot them relentlessly, because your future depends on it. Most people don't need a new plan. They need to eliminate the clutter. They need to remove the 95% of things, pulling them away from their 5% of true purpose. You cannot build an empire when your energy is divided. You must be ruthless with your attention, because attention is life. Where your attention goes, your destiny flows. Build walls around your time. Guard it like treasure, because it is. Stop answering every call. Stop checking every message. Stop responding to every demand placed upon you by people who do not carry your vision. Their priorities are not your purpose. Their noise is not your mission. You must decide what matters and then live like it matters. Greatness requires sacrifice. You must say no to 1,000 things, to good things, to tempting things, because only by saying no to what's merely good can you say yes to what's truly great. Andrew Carnegie didn't build an empire by chasing everything. He said, put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket. He chose one thing. He mastered it. That's how empires are born. You can do anything, but you cannot do everything, and if you try, you will dilute your power until nothing remains. You must decide. You must choose. And then burn the boats. Leave no room for retreat. Make success your only option. Because when you commit completely, when you remove the safety nets, you awaken a version of yourself the world has never seen. The version that builds without apology, that creates without permission, that moves without fear. Fear thrives in indecision. Fear survives in the minds of the scattered. But when you know where you're going, when your mission is locked in with precision, fear evaporates. Doubt weakens. Clarity slays hesitation. This is your time to get clear. What do you want? Not someday, not eventually, now. Describe it, write it, declare it. Because a vague dream will give you a vague life. But a focused goal, a specific target, that is power. The universe responds to clarity. Life bends to those who know what they want. So decide. And once you decide, show up. Even when it's boring. especially when it's boring. The most successful people on earth don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They don't wait for inspiration. They create rituals that make greatness inevitable. Set your priorities. Schedule your days. Protect your morning. Own your evening. Automate your discipline until your habits build the life your willpower cannot sustain. And yes, you will be misunderstood. Yes, you will disappoint people. Yes, they will say you've changed. Good. That's the point. You're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. You're here to rise up. You're here to build what others only talk about. You are not here to please. You are here to fulfill. So cut out the noise. Walk alone if you must, but walk with fire in your eyes and purpose in your heart. Because once you taste the power of real focus, of undiluted purpose, you will never go back. You will no longer tolerate average. You will no longer waste time. Because time is not a resource. It is your life itself measured in minutes. It's not something you manage, it's something you command. From this moment forward, you treat each hour like a soldier in your army. Every second must serve your purpose or be dismissed without apology. You will no longer delay your greatness by waiting for perfect conditions. Let the world chase comfort and convenience. You are chasing conviction. You are chasing transformation. And that journey requires movement, not waiting. Discipline, not motivation. The man who rises doesn't wait for the storm to pass. He learns to walk through it because he knows the path to mastery is forged in resistance. He knows every distraction defeated is one more layer of armor. Every temptation denied is another brick in the fortress of his future. You're not running from your old life. You are outgrowing it. There is no going back now. You've seen what you're capable of when you're locked in. You've felt the power of clarity. You've heard the silence of deep focus, where creativity and courage whisper truths that noise can never deliver. You are now the architect of your day. You decide what gets in. You decide what must go. You curate your world with the eye of a craftsman and the soul of a warrior. The phone buzzing on the table, ignore it. The scrolling, the comparing, the gossip, the mindless consumption, it ends now. Those are the habits of men with no mission. You are not one of them. You are on assignment, and you don't have time to waste on anything that doesn't build you, shape you, sharpen you. Your mornings are now sacred. Your evenings, intentional. Your time is not traded cheaply. It is invested into reading, into training, into building, into becoming. You will no longer be seduced by urgency. Urgency belongs to other people's agendas. You operate on priority. You move with purpose, not pressure. Because your path is not reaction, it is creation. And creation takes courage. It takes silence. It takes solitude. Sometimes it means walking away from the crowd, not because you're better, but because you are clearer. You know what you're building. And what you're building requires space. Space to think, space to act, space to grow. The average man clings to distraction because it shields him from discomfort. But you've chosen a different path. You've chosen to face the discomfort head on because you understand inside discomfort is the blueprint for evolution. Each day you show up when it's hard, when it's quiet, when it's lonely. You are proving something far more important than talent. You are proving character. You don't chase balance, you chase alignment. Alignment between your values and your actions, between your goals and your schedule, between who you are and who you are becoming. And if that means saying no to the party, say it. If it means rising at 4:30 a.m. while the rest sleep, rise. If it means cutting ties with comfort, do it swiftly. The price of your future is paid in the currency of sacrifice. And oh, how sweet that future will be. Not just wealth, but wisdom. Not just success, but self-respect. Because you will know you earned this. You bled for this. You broke cycles for this. You rebuilt your identity brick by brick for this. And they'll ask how you did it. They'll say you changed, and you'll smile. Because yes, you did. You killed the distracted version of yourself. You buried the undisciplined man. You exiled the doubter, the drifter, the excuse maker. And in his place, you built someone precise, focused, ruthless in pursuit of the extraordinary. So don't slow down now. Lean in deeper. Your destiny isn't ahead of you. It's inside of you, waiting to be demanded. Sharpen your rituals. Eliminate the unnecessary. Reignite your vision daily. Hold yourself to standards the world cannot comprehend. Let others call it extreme. You call it alignment. Because this is not about working hard for applause. It's about working hard for yourself, for the man in the mirror, for the future you said you'd create, for the family you'll lead, the legacy you'll leave, the mark you'll etch into history. And every single day you stay focused, you get closer. Closer to the man who finishes what he starts. Closer to the man who leads without speaking, because his results do the talking. Closer to the man who built a life, not by luck, not by hype, but by intention. This is your life, your window, your season. Don't fumble it. Don't delay it. And for the love of everything you've ever wanted, don't waste it. Because when the sun sets and your energy fades, the only thing that will remain is what you built, what you gave, and who you became. Now go build something so focused, so deliberate, so powerful, that it becomes impossible to ignore.